Okay, today's January 27th, 2012, exam review. I think this is like almost the last question on the test. A communication tower is fixed to the top of a building from a point 10 meters away. On your exam, make sure you highlight anything that is important in a word problem so that when you reread it, it'll make more sense to you. So, from a point 10 meters from the base of the building. So right away, what that means is we got some guy standing here, and he is 10 meters away from the base of the building.
So could you put away from the building, please? No. Yeah, the base of the building. I thought you were like from the base of the building.
The angle of elevation to the top of the building is 60 degrees. Okay? So let's say here is the top of the building. From this guy to the top of the building is 60 degrees.
So this part, yeah.
Okay? It then says, and to the top of the tower. This is the tower that is fixed to the top of the building. So, here's our building. Here is our tower now. Okay, say it's some kind of radio tower. From that guy to the top of the tower is 68 degrees. Okay, so he's from the same spot. It's just depending what he's looking at has a higher, he has to essentially lift his head a little higher, a higher angle of elevation.
Or just move his eyes up.
What is the height of the communication tower? So they only want to know the height of this object here. Include a diagram for communication marks. So here's our diagram. The guy is 10 meters from the base of the building. Now, what we're going to need to do in this question is, first of all, find the height of the building. Second, we'll need to find the height of the building and the tower. And then third, which will be our, we'll call this Z, this part here, Z will be equal to Y subtract X, which is the height to the top of the tower minus the height of the building. So, when we go to use our ratios, we could use cosine law or sine law, but because it's a right angle triangle, it'll be easier if we use our tan ratio. So we get tan 60 is equal to the opposite is x, adjacent is 10. When I bring 10 to the other side of the equation, we get tan 60 times 10 equals x. So 60 tan times 10, 17.32. 17.32. So the height of this building is 17.32 meters. Now, to the height of the top of the tower, same idea. Instead, it's tan 68 is equal to x divided by 10. Sorry, we'll say y because we called that side y. We bring the 10 over. 10 times tan 68 equals y. I'll take your word for it. 24.77, let's say. Okay? So, we have the height to the top of the tower, the height of the building. Subtract the 2 to find the tower's height.
Oh, wait. 7.5.
We'll round it to there. 7.4 meters.